You're watching RIDebmx.com. This is Terry Adams, and I'm going to show you how to do the Footjam decade. When learning this trick, I would get on the back pegs and just try to go in as straight as line as possible. And to slow down, you can use that back foot to help you slow down, dragging it across the tire. As the bike comes to a complete stop, jam your foot a little bit harder into the tire, pull the front up. As soon as that front's up, you can go ahead and start jumping over. That leg that's in the air is going to be the leg that's going to actually start looking for the frame when you go all the way around. And the other foot that you use to kick off the tire with, that's the foot that's going to stomp down on the pedal. After jamming your foot in the tire and you start to jump over, make sure that leg that's in the air, you know, begins to look for the frame when you come all the way around. And the other foot is obviously going to land on the pedal to help you ride away. Make sure when you do the trick, you have that pedal positioned exactly where you want it, because when you land the trick, you're going to want to kick that pedal and make the bike move forward to help you land the trick. The key thing for me was to just jump around as fast as I could. The faster I jumped around, the easier it was to make the jump. I normally don't lift the tire up really high, and the reason of that is because I'm just afraid of flipping over. And so you can kind of get the trick done that way as long as you jump around really quick. When I do the trick, I try to just look as straightforward as possible, and I try to jump around as fast as possible, because like I said before, the faster you jump around, you know, you don't really need the front tire up as much. So if you're scared about flipping over, I would just say try to spin around as quickly as possible. You risk flipping over in this trick if you either stall on that back tire a little too long and go up a little too high, or the other thing that sometimes happens to me is I don't make it around quite far enough, and I kind of tumble over after the bike's already hit the ground. When you're starting out learning this trick, you don't necessarily have to go straight to both pedals. You can just stomp your foot and land on one pedal, or you can actually just put both feet on the frame. It's not going to look so cool, but sometimes I even end up that way. When learning this trick, if you're a little bit nervous to do it on the concrete, which I was, you just kind of take your bike over in the grass, just jam your foot in the tire and just keep jumping over in the grass. That way if you do fall, it's not going to be that bad. So after you learn the normal Footjam decade, the next best way is to just kind of do a peg wheelie and then Footjam decade out of the peg wheelie. So the way you do that is just pull up like you're doing a peg wheelie, kind of turn it in a slight circle. It's going to help you boost off and make that full 360 around the handlebars. So boost off, and again, just repeat the process and slap your foot on that pedal and ride away. After you get your Footjam decades dialed, you can then try to do a combo on the back wheel and then just kind of end up with your back wheel in the air and Footjam decade out of that. I'd say the most difficult part about learning this trick is actually jumping around the handlebars 360 with your body. But my only advice is just keep trying it, keep going around as fast as you can and looking for that pedal and that frame to ride away. With a little bit of practice, I'm sure any of you guys can learn it.